Welcome back to the Loud Little Ducky. Today we are going over another witness in the Karen Read retrial. Witness number 8 for the Commonwealth today was Mike Camerano. He was one of John O'Keefe's friends. They had been together the night of everything that went down. Their girls, or John O'Keefe's niece and Mike Camerano's daughter, both got into like the same school, so they were kind of celebrating. John O'Keefe was at Mr. Camerano's home earlier, and then the two of them went to CF McCarthy's to grab a drink, just as buddies, and Karen Read joined them eventually. Before Mike Camerano, we did have the 6th and 7th witness as well testify, which was the general manager, Jean from CF McCarthy's. And then we had Bridget, who is part owner of the waterfall, just come and testify that, yeah, these are the videos. They'll be brought in later. But those are the two bars that Karen Read and John O'Keefe were at that night. But Michael Camerano went to CF McCarthy's, and Karen joined them later. Hank asks him about the niece being upset when she learned about John O'Keefe's death. And you can tell that when he was testifying, he was holding back his emotion. He was a really good friend of John O'Keefe's. David Yannetti crossed him, and it just was like, they never knew anything about Michael Camerano didn't know anything about John O'Keefe wanting to break up with Karen Read, that Karen Read would sometimes watch the Camerano's kids. He trusted Karen. He talks about John O'Keefe not liking Karen to spoil the kids. They argued about Karen Read, buying them donuts or buying an expensive sweater or just always buying them things and spoiling them. John O'Keefe did not like that. He also testified that about John O'Keefe didn't like that Karen Read was having a plumber come to her house. So something with the water was messed up in Karen Read's home. And so Karen was like, I need, a plumber to come and fix this because, I'm not going to have just no hot water or whatever while a blizzard, or even if I go out with, and go to John O'Keefe's for the night, when I come back, I'm going to want to have access to hot water. So she was waiting on a plumber. John O'Keefe didn't like that either. He wanted to fix it himself. John O'Keefe didn't like spending money on things that were unnecessary. I think he was tight with his money. I think don't spend money on the kids that you don't have to. Don't waste your money on a plumber if you don't have to, because, I can come over and fix it. Which, if Joan O'Keefe is offering to go fix her water issue, then that doesn't sound like he's breaking up with her that night. And that John O'Keefe, we later find out, makes a comment about the plumber being hot or something like that, in text messages. So it is verified later, that you can see in text messages later that John O'Keefe did not like the idea of the plumber. whether it was through jealousy or just not spending money on something that he didn't see necessary. Um, Other than that kind of stuff, they were fine. The two were affectionate that night, while they were at the bar and out. There wasn't any tension as far as Michael Camerano could see. So that is what David Yannetti got out on cross. Um, then on redirect, Hank Brennan came up and said, "Well, you don't know what happens behind closed doors, do you?" And Mr. Camerano said, "Yeah, so she would be jealous sometimes, but they did everything together." Um, and that he says, "Well, you don't know about the text messages and them arguing, right?" And he says, "No." So that was really quickly what Michael Camerano, Joan O'Keefe's friend, testified to. Um, Again, I feel for him. He's lost his one of his really good friends, maybe his best friend. Um, so, these witnesses are hard because, you know, he was friends and then he met Karen and he liked Karen as well. I don't know what he thinks of Karen at this point, but, you know, he was the eighth witness. And if you like these videos, um, please give them a thumbs up, share them, subscribe, turn those notification bells on, comment down below, and I will see you for the next witness.